On today's episode of Get Down With
So you want to make sure that you clarify. You want to clarify that you understand what the person is saying to you and that you guys are on the same page. You want to be friendly. Communication is all about being friendly. You don't want to come across like you're being rude or like you don't care about the other person's feelings. You want to approach people the way you would want to be approached. You want to have confidence, like I said before, because it's hard to communicate about something if you don't have confidence in what you're saying or in yourself in general. I can't expect for someone to come to me to have a serious conversation if they don't have the confidence in their... Hey, and welcome to Get Down with Key. First, I want to apologize to you guys because I know I have not made an episode in 2 weeks. I just felt like the mental health episode was a really good one and that it needed to marinate a little bit longer than the rest of them. But I am back and we are going to talk about good communication skills. But before we do, I want to go ahead and just talk about my t-shirt line. I am selling my shirts right now, 2 for $30. This one right here is Charge It to the Game. And if you don't know what Charge It to the Game means, it's basically telling you to, just put it on the books of what you're doing. If you have a business and you fail at doing something, just charge it to the game and keep it going. Don't let it stop you. You just add it to what you're doing. It comes with the territory, basically. That's exactly what I mean by charge it to the game. It comes with the territory. But yeah, so my shirts are 2 for $30, which is a good deal. That's until Friday. So y'all go ahead and y'all shop with me. I take Cash App, and PayPal. So yes, but I want to go ahead and just get into today's episode. Today's episode is about good communication skills. I wanted to talk about good communication skills because I feel like it's very important. And a lot of people don't understand how important it is. So I was a communication major in high school. In college, I'm tripping. But I was a communication major in college. And I feel like I learned a lot about myself and about other people, especially men and women communicating with each other. So the thing I want to talk about is communication skills in the workplace, in your family, in your relationships, in your friendships, and communication skills with yourself. So these are all important because they all hold different levels of weight. So first, I want to go ahead and tell you guys the different types of communication skills. So there's interpersonal, which is face-to-face. Verbal, which is obviously using your words. Nonverbal, which would be your actions, your facial expressions, the way you move your hands when someone is talking to you, all of those things. Your listening skills, that's a part of communication. Your presentation skills, so that's basically when you have to promote something to somebody, or what I'm doing is really a presentation, having to talk about things for a group of people. Writing skills, that's a part of communication because you need to be able to get your words across writing as well as you can if you were talking to someone. Personal skills, so that is basically just having good communication with yourself so that you can improve all the other areas of good communication skills. And with the personal one, to be able to have good communication, communication skills, you have to build your self-esteem and build your confidence. So you want to have enough confidence in yourself where you have no issue talking to yourself and talking to other people. So first, I want to talk about the workplace. So the workplace communication skills are really important because if you don't express how you feel about something, then nothing will be done. And I say that because as a personal experience, there's plenty things about my job that I have concerns about. And if I would have never said anything about it, then I would have just been sitting there upset every day. But since I said something about them, they were addressed, and now I understand better. So sometimes you communicate with people not just to get something from it or to get your point across, but to understand. You can get understanding from communication. With friendships, I feel like it's very good to communicate because a lot of times I feel like there's a lot of miscommunication in between friendships. Somebody says something to you and it's misinterpreted and that's not what they meant. So I feel like instead of just saying charge it to the game, you should, ask them, well, okay, I just want to know what you meant by that. Can we talk about this a little further so we can make sure we both on the same page? So I feel like the biggest thing with communication skills is just making sure you're on the same page with somebody and just making sure that you get your point across as well as getting somebody else's point across so that everybody is in the same understanding, basically. And I just feel like, you know, the biggest thing they say, closed mouths don't get fed. If you got something that you want to say, then you need to say it. Find the best way to say it. Don't say it rudely, but you need to say it because it's going to eat at you and you're going to be the one that's going to have to deal with that. So instead of, you know, just being like, you know what it is, it doesn't matter, say it. Talk to that person, talk to whoever it is, talk to yourself, talk to whoever it is you need to talk to about that. And that's not saying if it's 3 friends and you get into it with one of your friends, you go talk to the other friend about it. That's not what I mean. You need to talk to that friend that you got into it with, and y'all need to come to a conclusion together, because at this point I feel like we're just too old to be falling out with people and having issues because our communication skills are terrible. Another thing, dating. Communication skills are so important with dating for multiple reasons. No, we don't have to text all the time. No, we don't have to talk 24/7. You don't have to be on your phone 24/7 talking to me. But communicate something with me. You know, I'm not really in the mood to talk right now because I'm going through some things, or I'm really busy, but I'll talk to you as soon as I'm finished. Things like that. But a lot of people don't understand how important that is. Just communicate. Somebody can't be mad at you for being respectful enough to let them know that you can't do something right now because you're communicating. Or even if it's not because I don't want to talk to you right now, even if it's just, you know, I can't really take you on a date today because my money's not right now. Anything, communicate, you guys. It's so simple. Communicate. Well, I ain't gonna say it's simple because it's not. A lot of people don't know how to communicate because they don't know where to start. So, with that being said, I do have a couple of skills that I feel like come with communication, that you should have that will enhance your communication skills. So you want to make sure that you clarify. You want to clarify that you understand what the person is saying to you and that you guys are on the same page. You want to be friendly. Communication is all about being friendly. You don't want to come across like you're being rude or like you don't care about the other person's feelings. You want to approach people the way you would want to be approached. You want to have confidence, like I said before, because it's hard to communicate about something if you don't have confidence in what you're saying or in yourself in general. I can't expect for someone to come to me to have a serious conversation if they don't have the confidence in themselves or in me to even give them a good answer, or we can communicate and have a whole conversation. You got to have respect for the person, because I feel like a lot of times communication and the things that people say can be misinterpreted, and so I feel like if you have respect for somebody, you'll know if you rub them the wrong way, and you know how to apologize, or you know how to clarify what you were trying to say so they can understand that it wasn't like you were trying to be disrespectful. You want to have empathy. Empathy is a big thing, and I feel like a lot of people don't know how to have empathy. Empathy is when you understand how someone feels, even if you've never been through it. That's what empathy is. There's a difference between empathy and sympathy. Sympathy is having emotions and feelings that you understand towards somebody because you've been there and you know exactly what it feels like, so you feel bad that they're going through that because you know. Empathy is when, like I said, it's when you understand what someone is going through, where you understand how they're feeling even though you've never been through that exact situation. So, you want to have an open mind. You can't communicate with somebody if you're closed-minded, because then you'll never take what they're saying to you. You'll never understand their point of view. You'll never understand their opinions. You'll just automatically think that what you're saying is the only thing that matters. You want to be respectful. If you're not, you know, I already said respect. I put respect up there twice. That's interesting. I guess that just lets you know how big it is. Be respectful. Respect is a big thing. And then the last thing is you want to have good listening skills, because a lot of times people want to talk and they just want you to listen. They don't want you to say anything. They don't want you to give them advice. They don't want you to go telling other people. They just want to know that somebody is there to listen to them. I know a lot of times, sometimes I'm looking for advice, but when I'm talking to people, I really just want to listen because I'm just trying to get it off my chest. Because a lot of times I already figured out what the solution is, but I haven't talked about it with anyone. So listening skills is definitely a big one. I think that's one of the hardest ones, because a lot of people listen to say something instead of listening to understand. And you want to listen to understand when people are talking to you. And I want to go back on the respect thing. Let me tell y'all another thing about respect, and then especially with dating. If you can't do something that you said you were going to do, let me know, or let somebody know. Let it be known. That is all about respect. People don't know how to just pick up the phone and say, you know, I can't do this, or something came up, so we're not going to be able to go here, we're not going to be able to do that. And I feel like that is such a big issue. Not, you know, not trying to say it's everybody, but I've came across that so much. Like, people have said they're going to do something and they never do. And I have no issue if you can't do it, but communicate that with me. I'm a very understanding person because I know things happen. I feel like, you know, a lot of times I don't want to do anything anymore. I'm so understanding, it makes no sense. In your family. So I feel like a lot of times when it comes down to family, especially the people that you live with, communication gets lost in the sauce because people feel like you feel like you're not supposed to say certain things to your family, but I feel like that's just when clarity, confidence, and respect all come in for sure. Because if it's something that's weighing on you heavily to the point where it's bothering you, you need to say something about it. Let it be known, but just be respectful. I feel like respect and communication skills really go hand in hand. Okay, another one, nonverbal. Nonverbal is a big one. And nonverbal is one that I'm still working on because someone could be talking to me and my facial expressions, they can be crazy. You'll be saying something to me and I'll be looking at you like, and don't even be realizing. They be like, why you looking like that? Looking like what? How you looking? I'm like, oh shoot, I didn't even know I was looking like that. My bad. You know, so I feel like definitely you need to work on people need to work on facial expressions when people are talking to them, and then the way you're positioning your body. I learned this in one of my gender and communication classes. The way you position your body when someone is talking to you lets them know how interested you are in what they're saying. So if I'm talking to you and you sitting there like this, I'm going to assume that you don't care about nothing I'm saying. But if I'm talking to you and you like, and you know, you sitting regular and you're looking at me, you're making eye contact, that lets me know that you care about what I'm saying. Or when people like, you're talking to somebody and they on their phone, you don't care about what I'm saying. I'm over here trying to express myself to you or place my concerns down and you don't even care. So nonverbal skills are a really big one. A lot of people don't pay attention to them, but I do. I pay attention to how people are sitting, what people are doing when I'm trying to talk to them. If I feel like every time I'm trying to talk to you, you're on your phone, then I'm just going to stop talking to you. I'm just going to be like, you know what? Well, I guess that's bad on my part, now that I think about it. Because I shouldn't just stop talking to you. I should tell you how I feel about that, huh? Look at that, learning. So I guess I should say, you know, when I talk to you, I feel like you always pull out your phone instead of listening to me, so I feel like you don't care about what I'm talking about. Boom. Now I'm being a bigger person, getting my communication skills across. Look at that, you guys. I'm learning in my own episode. But yes, I mean, I just feel like I wanted to come talk about this one because a lot of people don't understand how important communication skills are. And a lot of people don't understand that communication skills aren't just something that you are born with. You have to learn how to get communication skills. You have to practice your communication skills. You have to be willing to communicate with people to get better communication skills. It's not something that just happens. Being a communication major really taught me that. It's hard. It's hard to talk to people, especially when it comes down to your feelings. It's so hard to do that, but you have to realize that people won't understand or get what you're saying or get where you're coming from if you don't communicate with them. I'm not going to know that something that I did bothered you unless you say something. Like, you know, I'm just not gonna get it. So I just feel like that's why communication skills are very important, and I challenge you to work on your communication skills and have a good conversation with someone today. Talk to somebody today. Use all the skills that I gave you, all the traits that I gave you, and see how well what I said helped you out. And let me know. Let me know in the description. I mean, not in the description, but in the comments how well my tips were. If you feel like I missed anything, or if you have any tips for me, because we're all still learning. I'm still learning myself. So make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you get you a shirt, 2 for $30 or 1 for $20, obviously. But yeah, I really appreciate all the support. I really appreciate people sharing my posts, how many sales I have been getting. Oh, I am doing a pop-up shop. I'm doing one pop-up shop this Saturday coming up. The address will be announced. And then I'm doing a pop-up shop on February 24th. And I do have the address for that one. So if anybody wants the address to either one, just let me know. But thank you guys for tuning into my channel. I hope that I was really clear and I helped you with understanding communication skills a lot better. And hopefully you start to work on yours. Hugs and kisses. Key.
Woke up this morning with my mind